most of them. I have gathered all the poems, and there are a lot of them, scrawled on used napkins, bellowed to the stars, thrown against the blood-stained door of the torturer's apartment. Like a sheepdog, I'm herding, nipping at their literate heels. They're not just coming out of the woodwork, but out of the molecules of the wood. They have mailed themselves addressed to the human race. They are slopping over the eaves. The alphabets of the soup are coming with their own spoon and bowl on those little cartoon feet. The grandfather poems I buried with grandmother. The love poems have been fashioned into doormats. Poems about space have been launched. Moon poems have been turned into cheese. God knows where we're going to put all the poems about poems. Everything living and dead comes with a poem attached. Some poems come with instruction only in Latin and Greek. Some require bolt cutters. A poem comes in with a curl and a crash with every wave of the sea. Poems are sticking out of my head, not unlike hair. They are screaming from the keyboard, write me, write me. The poems about dead pets, I have buried themselves in the backyard and placed popsicle crosses with shoelaces on top of the tiny mounds. I'm jumping through a sprinkler of words. Poems are falling off the balconies. I've collected all the poems, and there seems to be quite a lot. I'm sure I got most of them. That was a happy poem. Here's a sad poem. The Executioner's Wife. Only in his nightmares did he whisper about the other job. His personal record, 17 war criminals before sauerkraut. I didn't make that lunch for him. A German mistress, one would guess. He had a way of charming women with the musty smell of extinction. That it was I who scrubbed the death stains from his shorts. It was I who pressed his pants and ironed his spotless shirts. No use looking sloppy when it comes to death. God knows how he got the job. A primly typed resume on skull and crossbones letterhead with striking gold inset on a washed-out bond. Being the hangman's wife has its rewards. I didn't pay for parking at the prison. The otherwise kept their distance, as if putting people to sleep was catching. The hours were good and the pay adequate. We could afford a little cabin by the sea. With a job like that, you just have to get away. I didn't mind what he did for a living, but his customers had some issues with his occupation. The one who said the Almighty made her do it, she was talking to her children even as she dropped the stone on their soft heads. Psychopaths and suburban snipers, thieves who killed and killers with poor organizational skills, plain old murderers and murderers who doubled as rapists. By the time he met them, they were full of regret. Like death was a taxi and they could just give the driver a different address. Christie, the monster of Rillington Place, died in less time than it took an ash to fall from a cigar. For my husband, it took much longer. We tried to have kids, as if somehow we could balance it out. He wanted to add something rather than always be taking away. Emotionally, I was already hanging by the time he died. His executioner was his own cells. I don't visit the cabin by the sea. Too painful, you understand. Despite the indiscretions, I loved him. And despite his location, he loved me. We had a 27-year-old cat. It was a bit of a geriatric case, but at 27 you're allowed to be when you're a 27-year-old cat. Last month we found him in the fridge. I mean, he was still alive, but cat in fridge. And city in a jar. He is paw crossed between orange juice and yogurt. The citizens pass by our window dressed for the freezer. Cat, sanguine by the Caesar salad dressing, You laugh like we should all be living in an appliance, not too far from dinner. An opportunity to wear your new sweater. This door we shut from the inside, and the serenity of tomatoes caressing lips and mozzarella cheese, not quite frozen but content and slightly chilled. We've discussed moving into a stove, away from the citizens. The citizens go shopping, they come and go, and forget this talk of Michelangelo. They are pulling open Frigidairs and looking for snacks. This city is a plastic tumbler of leftover lives. Then, reaching behind pickles, you pick him up. Hugging, we make a cold cat sandwich, a curious hand underneath the new sweater. We live in an Admiral Frost-free, with 4 fingers and thumb caught between a foam grapefruit, and our feline friend, our nuclear family, explodes in the frozen food aisle, sending radioactive waves of desire to other kitchens. Canometers hum and bread makers beep. Now, more than ever, we shut the door and the light goes out. Here's another happy poem. Yay. Daytime TV. This square view of the world has me weeping like an onion because the guy on Oprah is tearing his shirt open about the abuse, his not hers, and on certain days of our lives, people are living, and that always causes trouble, and switch to the duster where Aboriginal horses move dizzily, dangerously around the chuck wagons, because TV is great if you can fit your head inside a box, and if you're bold and beautiful, this is how you cut an avocado. But Dr. Phil is making them shriek concerning the spanking parts of their marriage, and the tailor's son suspects the detective did the murders, and click to Donald Duck, his head is black and smoking, shot with his own shotgun, and Lauren Green's wilderness finds baboons picking each other clean, and Maury is picking up the theme on abuse, hers not his, and a pioneer is shot and falls while he's screaming, petticoat daughter is lifted up on the horse, and we're back to the migratory habits of swans. But DNA testing will tell us who the father is. I'm the father, I scream at the set, I'm the father, but the TV just blares. Did I tell you it wasn't the tailor's son who sewed up their mouths, but the tailor himself? And now we have switched to the sex lives of jumping spiders. Oh, how easily all the pain of the world can be folded up into a hug from Oprah as we dissolve into commercial. I just want to thank Mark for having me down here tonight. I especially want to thank all the people who came to check out the readers. And I also especially want to thank the people who organized these series that we are celebrating tonight. Well, the yuppies drive around in their SUVs, the greedy little fucking weasels. We are making their culture. So congrats to all you guys. This last poem is called Heaven's Customer Service. Heaven's customer service, the phone that is never answered. I call Heaven's customer service like an undergraduate looking for more time to complete the assignment. Press 1 if you think your body has left your body. Press 1 if you think your soul has left your body. Press 2, you are looking for an extended warranty. I need more time on the clock, I whisper. If I could just speak to a real angel. Please note this may be monitored for quality control. So God is listening. Press 3 if you have a body you want refurbished. One moment, please. We are transferring you to reincarnation department. Hello, Lazarus speaking. How can I help you? More time, please. Not in that body, pal. You've been using it to get high, haven't you? Yes. You drive those things like sailors on crack, and then you come to us for a price break. We're not miracle workers here, you know. Well, actually, I was hoping you were. I'm transferring you to parts. No, please, beep. Welcome to Heaven's customer service. Press 1 if you think your soul has left your body. Thank you so much.